Hi students, this is Chandrakant Sadashiv Arkeri, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade Women's College, Bailongal. My dear students, already you have seen two sessions of the Modern Banking chapter. That is Model 1, Banking in India. So this is the third session and this is the content of this first chapter. So in this session we are discussing the students will understand functions of banking. So in earlier session we have discussed the traditional functions. In these functions, current account, granting loans and advances, that also we are going to discuss in this session. Dear students, accepting deposits, in that current account. Now we are going to discuss the current account meaning. So what is current account? In order to provide convenience to customers, banker introduced another type of account known as current account. Current account is running account. It is a continuous operation or dealing between the banker and customer. It is also known as a demand deposit or active account demand. So current account is mainly to the people of business who doing the business. That people are every day they have a transactions, withdrawal, deposits. So that's why instead of providing the saving account to them, the banker has thought that to give them current account. Anytime they can visit to bank and withdraw the amount, and there is no restrictions for minimum balance and all. So every day whatever transactions happening, that can be treated as a current account. Everyday deposit, everyday withdrawal. So it is mainly for the purpose of business people. Then characteristics of current account. It is a running account. So every day the transactions, deposit, withdrawal will be happen. That's why it's called as a running account. Minimum deposit. For this there is no minimum deposit. No restriction for withdrawal. There is no restriction for withdrawal. How many times they can go and visit the bank and they can withdraw the amount. Then overdraft facility. So this current account have the overdraft facility, that we will discuss what is the meaning of overdraft and all in granting of loans and advances. Then no interest. Saving bank, on saving bank the banks are providing around 3 to 4% of interest, whatever balance will be there in the saving account. But if any balance is there in current account, how much they are putting in current account, for that the customer will not get the interest on that. Then incidental charges. So some charges will be charged for this current account. Then banker acts as a collecting banker as well as paying banker. So the current account on behalf of current account holder, the banks will act as a collecting the checks and all, and also they are ready to pay the customers. So this act as a agent like that. So these are the characteristics of current account. Then dormant account. Those accounts which are not operated by the customer for a long time, such accounts are called dormant account. ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 3 months 6 months ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅಥವಾ 1 year ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಡಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್? The deposit may have moved from one place to another without notifying the banker about his change of address. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಗಾವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇಲಂಗಲ್ಜಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಬಿಜಾಪುರ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾವಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಂತಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಡಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಮಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವೇನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗೂ ಈ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೇರ್ of the death of the depositor without the bank's knowledge. So who has have the account in the bank, they may be not informed. The bank account holder has died, but the family people are not informed to the bank, so that's why the dormant account may happen. Then next function is granting loans and advances. So the first traditional function is to accept the deposit. Then second one is granting loans and advances. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಬಂತು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ, ನಂತರ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ದುಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅರ್ನ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಟು ಅರ್ನ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದಿ loans and advances to the customers. Providing loans and advances to the needy persons in the fields such as commerce, industry and agriculture. So they are granting the loans for the purpose of commerce, industry and agriculture purpose. So idralli there are many types. One is granting of ordinary loans, overdraft, discounting bills of exchange, cash credit, terms loans, financing of agriculture. These are the types. Banker will provide the loans to customers against security of valuable articles such as gold and ornaments. In the granting of ordinary loans, he is keeping some security, or he is asking some security from the customers who require the loans. So on the basis of the security, he can give the loan. That is called granting of ordinary loans. Then overdraft. It is a temporary loan given by the banker to customer for 90 days against current account. So I already explained about current account in my earlier slides. So who having the current account, for them, if they need loan for 90 days, that is called as a overdraft. ಆ 90 ಡೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಅದನ್ನು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. they will charge some part of the interest. Then cash credit. It is an arrangement by which a bank allows the customer to borrow money up to a certain limit annually or quarterly. So ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, he can take cash credit annually or quarterly. ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ವರೆಗೆ ಲೋನನ್ನು without taking a permission. So initially they have taken the permission to get the loan. So every time they will not submit the documents and all. So only once they are submitting the documents, whenever they need quarterly or annually, they are taking the cash credit from the bank. Then discounting bills of exchange. It is a credit instrument transferable by one person to another. When customer requires the money, he approaches the bank. Banker will discount the bill and pays the amount to customer before due date. Banker will collect the amount from the concerned party when bills become due. So here, discounting bills of exchange. There will be a bill. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಬೇಕಾಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಬಿಲ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, the who has sell the material, he can approach to the bank and he can request. For example, 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿದು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಸೊ 10,000 rupees ಅವನಿಗೆ ಜಲ್ದಿ, ಸೊ ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ 30 days, ಬಟ್ ದ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಅರ್ಲಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ದ ಬಿಲ್ ಟು ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 9,800 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ 200 rupees. That 200 rupees is part of interest. They are earning, banks are earning. Then term loans. Banker will provide term loans to customer for earning income. These term loans are in form of short term, medium term, long term loans. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 types of term loans will be there. One is short term period ವರೆಗೆ ಇರಬಹುದು. For example, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So medium term means 1 to 3 years. Long term means more than 5 years or more than 3 years. So ಆ ರೀತಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the banks are providing the term loan. Then financing of agriculture. So for the purpose of agriculture also the banks are providing the loans to the agriculturalists. Then secondary services or supplementary services or subsidiary services. Earlier primary services we have seen. Primary services, one is accepting deposit, another one is giving loans and advances. In secondary, you will study other things. The modern banker performs a variety of financial and non-financial services to his customers and to the public. In addition to primary function, banker has introduced the new schemes and services to attract the customers. That is comes under subsidiary services. So subsidiary or secondary services nalli agency services anta barutte, then general utility services will come, then other new services will come. So now we will discuss the agency services. Banker performing services as an agent on behalf of his customers are known as agency services. The following are agency services rendered by the banker. So illi agency services nalli enagutte, he acting as an agent to do some customers work, adakama he is charging some amount also. First one, payment of life insurance premium and electricity bill. On behalf of customer, the banks can also make the payment of life insurance and electricity bill. For that they are charging some service charges. Then purchase and sale of securities. If the customer is interested in securities like shares, debentures and all, so in that also on behalf of customer, the banks can purchase or sell the securities. Then remittance of funds. So on behalf of customer, if any funds has to be paid to some other people, then if the banker customer is requested to bank to pay that amount, the banks are ready to pay. Then collecting drafts, dividends and interest. On behalf of customers, their customers, any drafts are there, dividends is there or interest is there, the banks are collecting from other people also. Then executor and trustee. So the banks acting as an executor and trustee also on behalf of customer. So what is meaning of trustee? Trustee is a person who safeguards the property of some person. Some persons are called beneficiaries. So ಈಗ ಮೈನರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟು ಸೇಫ್ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ the banks are acting as a trustee. They are safeguarding the assets of the customers. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು trustee ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Then attorney. An attorney is the person appointed by another person by a power of attorney to act on his behalf. Power of attorney ಅಂತ you may be heard the name. So illénagutte, on behalf of me, the other person can sign or he has the authority whatever I am having in my assets. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, attorney ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. The banks can act as an attorney also. Then executor or administrator. Banker is appointed as an executor as per the will of the deceased person. So if any person have a disease or illness, on behalf of him, the banks can act as an executor or administrator. When one name is mentioned for executor by the deceased person, the deceased person is nominating. In such cases, court will appoint executors. Banker is also appointed as an administrator to safeguard the property of some person. ಈಗ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್. ಸೊ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. So this is the third session and you will have some multiple choice questions also. Current account is also called as a saving account, fixed account, joint account or running account. Yes, the answer is running account. Next question. Overdraft facility is available for which account? Saving account, current account, both A and B or none of the above. So my dear students, I already explained overdraft facility is available to only current account. Then those accounts which are not operated by the customer for a long time, such accounts are called as saving account, current account, dormant account, none of the above. My dear students, as I explained, the accounts which are not operated for longer period, that is called as, yes you are right, that is dormant account. Overdraft is a temporary loan given by the banker to customer for how many days? That is 60, 180, 90, 120. Yes, you are right. Overdraft facility is provided for current account holder for 90 days. Last question. Dash is an arrangement by which a banker allows the customer to borrow money up to a certain limit annually or quarterly. That is called credit cash, overdraft, cash credit, none of the above. Yes, in cash credit system this facility will be there to the customer. So my dear students, this is the third session of modern banking. So in this class we have discussed the functions of banking, that is current account and granting loans and advances. Then we have already also discussed the subsidiary functions of the bank. In that we have discussed the agency services. So in my next session, that is session number 4, we are going to discuss the next general utility services that we are going to study in our session 4 class.